Here we are with Jerry from Hartville Hardware. We're going to look at one of his sawmill rigs here. So let's see what he's got to say.
Well, thanks for having us on your channel at the Midwest Firewood Frenzy up here in Eau Claire. We've been looking forward to this to come out, and the rain stopped, so we're having a good day.
Yeah, we are.
Having a good day. So what we represent is the Logosol sawmill company from Sweden. We're one of 3 distributors across the United States. They have chainsaw mills, as you see here, and bandsaw mills as well. We just didn't have enough room on the truck to bring them all. So we will be at the Timber Show in Green Bay in September, where we will have all of them up for that. So we're taking our wood processing on the show. We're one of the dealers for Wolf Ridge as well as Yappa, and our wood processing has really expanded at our store. So we're located about an hour south of Cleveland, Ohio. We're in northeastern Ohio, and we're a rather unique hardware store. We're also a John Deere dealer, a steel dealer, of course, and one of the largest family-owned hardware stores in the U.S. And I'm blessed to manage the outdoor power equipment side of the business for them. But what we have here today is the F2 Plus. It's the little bit heavier duty of the two that Logosol has. We're featuring it with the MS661 Magnum saw. I do have the Ego battery saw in the truck. I just haven't got it dug out yet, so we can put battery powered chainsaw on this if somebody wanted to cut indoors, let's say. And but yeah, you can cut anything from 1-inch boards to 8-inch cans to you name it. You can offset the tables if you like to do in the charcuterie boards with the elongated grain, which would be pretty with this spalted maple that Chris gave us. But yeah, it's just an easy way of a homeowner, let's say, to get a boards or even dimensional lumber for that. And it's not heavy at all. Two people can easily pick this up and move it around. It's all aluminum, so it can sit outside, of course. The saw is just on this carriage, and it would just slide right off the end of the top rail. So it just
rides on that rail like a wood splitter.
Yeah, it just like on the neoprene slides. And so we have this one outfitted with the remote crank and throttle function here. So this particular instance, I don't have to walk with the chainsaw. The chainsaw I'm cranking, and I can control the throttle right here.
With the linkage over here.
Yep.
Sure. Okay.
And then you can just advance it, make your cut, take the board off, bring the saw back, and you're not with the noise or the sawdust. This is an option. You can get it with just the crank where you walk with the saw, or you can just grab the throttle and push it through manually. So the way you see it, minus the saw, this unit runs about $3,100. So fairly affordable,
yeah, very cost effective.
and very portable. You can take it just about anywhere, And and you can also put extensions to these sawmills. You can, this is the standard 13.5-foot mill. You can mill probably about a 12-foot board on this one. Then you can put a short extension on the end, say if you had a 4-foot log for short stuff. And there's 3 other sizes in length. This is the standard 4-meter. They have a 5-meter and a 6-meter. You can actually link them all together, so it's really endless of how long. Sure. If you want to cut 30-foot logs, so be it. You can do it. But one of the only ones in the industry, we do have their timber jig, which mounts just to the saw. So it'd be like the old-fashioned Alaskan sawmill.
Sure.
If you really want to do remote cutting, you can mount the timber jig to the saw, make yourself like a T-board, and then you can just slab wood for dimensional lumber if you're really remote or just want to kind of get your fingers wet, let's say.
Just a few boards here.
Yeah,
and there,
exactly.
Sure.
That runs about $210 for the timber jig. You can do it with or without rails.
Sure, let's go look at the timber jig.
So the timber jig is just the apparatus that mounts to the saw, and then you can adjust this plate for how thick a board you want. And then you can make your own board, like your own rail system. They also do this with the guide rail, and it would be the same as what you see on the sawmill behind us.
Okay, and this goes for how much?
This is a 210.
210.
210 for the jig. Yeah, very much so. Very lightweight, very durable. And you get all the hardware that goes with it. Mounts up to any saw, you know, doesn't matter what brand. And then here it shows it with the optional guide rail system that you can purchase from Logosol.
Sure.
But
And that's the same brand of this?
yes, right, same company. Yep, they're made in Härnösand, Sweden. Got to meet the owner. This is actually the founder's son.
Really?
And I got to meet Mr. Bystrom when I was over in January. So just a good family-run business.
Just like that.
Just like that.
There's the finished product. Hope you enjoyed the video on the portable sawmill. Jerry was very informative. It looks like it could be an option for a lot of people. It's very cost effective. If you like this video, click like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.